There is a story developing in Wellsville, Missouri, regarding the Wellsville Police Chief Justin Caldwell. Now, if you're not familiar with Wellsville, Missouri, it's a little podunk, about 1,000 people, just a few miles north of Montgomery City. Now, some of what I have is verified fact. Some of it is unverified from sources very close to the situation. I'm going to try to distinguish between the two, because I don't want to state something that is unverified as fact. The chief's adult daughter filed for an adult order of protection against the chief and his wife. And a hearing was held day before yesterday, according to multiple sources. The sustained order was not granted by the judge. And again, this is from sources. I have no documents on this, but I have seen the court paperwork that shows that the daughter did file for the restraining order. That much is fact. The judge did not grant the ongoing order. Now, this is from a source stating that since the daughter is no longer living in the home and not living in the immediate area, that the order is not necessary to ensure the daughter's safety because of the distance between them. Now, that's not saying that what the daughter said alleges is false or true, just that the judge didn't think that the restraining order was necessary given that she's no longer in the home. I haven't seen a transcript of the ruling. This is all from witnesses in the courtroom. A lot of times, I think in cases like this, they don't even have a court reporter, so we may never see a transcript. Sources tell me that the chief and his wife had an attorney that the daughter did not. They say the daughter can't afford an attorney. Now, the allegations involve physical abuse, and while allegations are not proof, I just want to make that clear. Similar allegations reportedly surfaced about 3 years ago. Now, I heard about a year ago from multiple unrelated sources that an incident like this happened back in summer, I believe July of 2023. So I've been holding on to that. I heard about that over a year ago, but kind of waiting because the incident had happened so long ago that, kind of late to try to get records on that. But now this has come up, and I thought, well, it's time. This seemed a good time to do a report on it. I'm still working to verify a lot. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office confirmed to me that Missouri State Highway Patrol has taken over this investigation. That comes straight from Montgomery County. Sources tell me that Highway Patrol is now looking into the previous incident from 2023 as well. I don't know the scope of Highway Patrol's investigation. Just that they are investigating. The chief, I assume he's going to see this. He is welcome to reach out to me with his side of the story. I'm willing to speak with him and make it public. Now, there is a public meeting reportedly scheduled in Wellsville at the City Hall tomorrow, June 25th at 7 p.m. in the room to the right of City Hall. Not sure what that means. I'll find out when I get there, because at this point I am planning to go, because I've heard that there are citizens who will be there to complain because as you've all seen in news stories, when allegations like this about a law enforcement officer arise, almost always that law enforcement officer is put on leave pending the investigation. And what I'm told is that the chief has not been put on leave, that he's still working. And people are upset about that and want to complain about it. So I plan to be there. If that happens, I want to see it, and I want you to see it. So my goal here is facts. I want to try to make clear what is fact and what is hearsay or allegations. Although I will say the information I'm getting is from people that are very, very close to the situation. Also want to mention, I've been following a story out of Wellsville where it was alleged to me that the police chief and one of his officers had, and I won't go into great detail about it, but I have seen documentation. I have the records, and I've been sitting on this story waiting for a good time to put it out. But where this was from a year or two ago, where the police chief and one of his officers, now specifically the police chief, wrote a citation to someone for a dangerous dog, not knowing apparently whether that dog belonged to the person to whom the citation was written, that the chief found out within about a week that the dog in fact belonged to someone else, but did not withdraw that citation. And the person to whom the citation was written went to court, pled guilty, paid a fine for fear of, according to them, for fear of retaliation from the police department. So a lot going on in Wellsville. I'm going to keep you updated on this. I hope you'll follow the page because the tips are rolling in like crazy. I believe I have some really good stories coming. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again.